Hello fellow sim racers and welcome to today's video. I'm taking a look at the spectacular new Formula Hybrid 2019 car from Assetto Studio and giving you guys a sneak peek at a pretty impressive piece of sim racing hardware along the way. This is a fantastic car. Let's just get that out of the way to start with because, well, that's what we've come to expect from Assetto Studio. But what's really impressive about the Formula Hybrid 2019 isn't that it looks stunning, and boy does it look stunning. It isn't the sublime driving experience, the direct and communicative force feedback, or any of the other things that I normally talk about. No, the thing that really stands out about this car is that it feels, for want of a better word, special. And a special car deserves a special video. This is the Precision Sim Engineering GPX. It is, and I say this without a hint of hyperbole, the single most impressive piece of sim racing equipment I've ever seen. Precision Sim Engineering and RSS have teamed up to represent this wheel on the Formula Hybrid 2019, and they've been kind enough to lend me one to make this video, but more about that later. I think a Formula car should feel like an event to drive. And for me, there's a certain X factor that's been missing from a lot of the top flight single-seaters in sim racing. The RSS team managed to bottle some of that lightning with the Formula 2000 car, but let's be honest, an 800 brake horsepower V10 on groove tyres was always going to make waves. But I found a lot of modern Formula cars a little bit lacking. I can't put my finger on what it is, but they just feel like they're missing a certain something. The RSS 2019 car, however, it's James Dean, it's Jim Morrison, it's got it. Compared to last year's car, it's more agile, more responsive, and generally feels more alive. It has mountains of grip through the high-speed stuff, but needs a gentle right foot in the slow corners as there's plenty of power on tap to overcome the traction limit of the rear tyres. You can insert your own Sebastian Vettel joke here. For me, the driving experience really feels right, and the attitude of the car on track looks very convincing as well. In my mind, there's no doubt that this is the best top-flight single-seater available for Assetto Corsa right now, and maybe in sim racing as a whole. And to be honest, I'm only hedging my bets because, well, I don't have much experience with the iRacing car. Where the 2019 Formula Hybrid car is the undisputed king, however, is in the visual department. Modern Formula cars may not be to everyone's taste, but there's no denying the quality of the modelling and textures on display here. And as has become characteristic of the RSS team's work, it's the attention to detail that really impresses. Whether it's the tyre warmers on the car when you're in the pits, the intricately modelled mess of carbon fibre aero profiles, or the ability to select the style of aero appendages for your halo, you really get a sense that this car has been created with a slavish attention to detail. And speaking of the halo, you can remove the centre section to aid vision if that's your preference. Another area where Assetto Studio have previously led the way is, of course, in the sound design. Again, the Formula Hybrid matches or exceeds its predecessors in this regard. And if I'm honest, after spending some time with this car, I think I'm even starting to warm to the sound of those 1.6 litre V6 turbo hybrid power units. The inclusion of the Precision Sim Engineering GPX wheel in the car is pretty interesting. And I have to say, having an exact replica of the wheel of the car that you're driving is a very nice feeling indeed. I won't talk about the real world wheel too much here because I'll be publishing a dedicated video about the GPX wheel later on in the week, but suffice to say that this thing is an absolute work of art. Assetto Studio have been consistently producing the best Assetto Corsa cars for a few years now, so it's no surprise that the 2019 Formula Hybrid is worthy of note. But to echo a point I made in my review of the Formula V10 car earlier in the year, what's really impressive is that these guys keep finding ways to improve. There's not even a hint of resting on laurels. I don't think I really have to make a persuasive argument in favour of this car. If you like top flight single-seaters and you play Assetto Corsa, this is a must-have. And at €4, I think it's an absolute steal. If you're interested in purchasing the Formula Hybrid 2019 car, then I've put a link in the video description. And if you've already got the car, then please leave a comment letting me know how you're getting on with it. Before I wrap things up, a quick reminder that this week's Assetto Corsa community race will be held on Tuesday at 8 PM GMT. We're racing the Lotus Exos at Imola, and there are still a couple of places left if you'd like to get involved. Join the Discord server for more details. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then it would be great if you could hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you can see more content like this. So all that's left to say is goodbye, thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.